If you want a creative business but you're stuck in a tiny room with no space for tools or equipment, this idea is going to surprise you. You can make a few £100 a week from a setup so small it could fit in a suitcase, and it opens the door to a whole world of creative income streams. With a simple $20 to $40 stamp making kit, you can create custom rubber stamps for Etsy sellers, bakers, teachers, crafters, and local shops who want something personal, not mass-produced. You're not trying to compete with big suppliers. You're offering speed, customization, and a handmade look that people genuinely prefer. And the best part is, this doesn't cost much to start at all. But before I get into that, hit subscribe to get more low-cost business ideas every single day. The process is straightforward. You print a design, transfer it onto a rubber sheet, carve out the negative space, mount it on a wooden block, and you're done. Your first stamp will be rough. That's normal. But after a few practice runs, most people can produce clean, crisp designs that look genuinely professional. This isn't a months of training skill. It's a give it a weekend and you'll be fine skill. And it barely takes up any space. In Hong Kong, you'll see tiny street barrows where craftsmen sit and carve stamps while tourists watch. Literally a whole business running from a chair and a tabletop. You can do this in the smallest imaginable box room, a corner of your bedroom, or even a fold-out desk. This is one of the few businesses where your entire workshop can fit inside a shoebox. The demand is bigger than you think. Etsy sellers want thank you stamps. Bakers want freshly baked stamps. Teachers want reward stamps. Parents want name stamps for kids' clothes. Local shops want logo stamps for packaging. Wedding planners want monogram stamps for invitations. Market traders want branding stamps for their bags. Soap makers want ingredient stamps. Candle makers want scent stamps. The list goes on. And because each stamp is custom, you're not competing with mass-produced stuff. You're offering something personal, fast, and local. Let's talk tools. A basic kit includes carving tools, rubber sheets, transfer paper, and wooden blocks. If you want to upgrade, you can get a small laser engraver for $60 to $80, which lets you produce incredibly detailed designs with almost no manual carving. But you don't need it. Many stamp makers prefer the hand-carved look because it feels more authentic and artistic, and customers love that. Your workspace can be tiny. A cutting mat, a lamp, a pencil, a craft knife, and a small box of materials. That's it. You can run this business from a desk, a shelf, a kitchen table, or a tiny studio. It's quiet, clean, and doesn't disturb anyone. No noise, no fumes, no mess. It's one of the most neighbor-friendly businesses you can run. Pricing is where this gets interesting. A stamp that costs you around $1 in materials sells for $8 to $15. A custom logo stamp, $20 to $30. A full branding set for a small business, logo, thank you, fragile, handmade, can easily hit $40 to $60. And once someone buys one, they usually come back for more. They'll want seasonal stamps, new designs, new packaging ideas, new branding elements. This is a repeat customer business disguised as a craft hobby. And here's something most beginners don't realize. Stamps are addictive. Once someone buys one, they want more. They want different sizes, different fonts, different shapes. They want a stamp for every product, every season, every event. You're not selling a stamp, you're selling a branding system. Marketing. This business is simple. Show the carving process. People love watching stamps being made. Show the difference between a plain paper bag and one stamped with a custom logo. Show the peel and reveal moment when the stamp first hits the ink pad. Show the transformation of a boring cardboard box into a branded product. These visuals perform incredibly well on social media because they're satisfying, creative, and quick to understand. Offer bundle deals for small businesses. A logo stamp, a thank you stamp, and a fragile stamp sold together for $45 feels like a bargain. And it is, because your material cost is tiny. Offer wedding bundles, monogram stamp, date stamp, envelope stamp. Offer teacher bundles, reward stamps, marking stamps, name stamps. Offer craft bundles, handmade, limited edition, seasonal designs. And here's a trick. Message local Etsy sellers directly. They're always looking for ways to make their packaging look more professional without spending a fortune. A $20 stamp is the cheapest branding upgrade they'll ever buy. You can also sell at craft fairs, markets, and school events. Set up a small table, carve a few designs live, and people will gather just to watch. There's something hypnotic about seeing a stamp being carved. It's slow, precise, and oddly satisfying. And when people see the process, they value the product more. Realistic earnings? If you're doing this casually, $100 to $200 a week is normal. If you take custom orders, build bundles, and sell on Etsy or Facebook Marketplace, $300 to $500 is very achievable. And because the materials are tiny and the tools are cheap, your margins are some of the best in the craft world. And if you want to scale, you can. You can add wax seals, embossers, custom stickers, packaging kits, branding bundles, wedding stationery, teacher packs, craft kits, even digital downloads. The stamp business is a gateway into a whole ecosystem of small business branding products. This is one of those businesses that feels small and simple, until you realize how many people want custom stamps and how few people actually make them. It's creative, it's relaxing, it's low cost, and it's the perfect evening and weekend micro business. If you've ever wanted a business that blends creativity, craftsmanship, and a steady stream of small, satisfying orders, this is a brilliant place to start. You're not reinventing anything. You're just filling a gap that almost nobody else is filling. This is MicroBiz 365, giving you a new idea for a low-cost business every day of the year.